Hello, and welcome to today's live reading of Squid by Brooke May, presented by Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Prologue. No one would know by looking at me or even being around me that my heart had been shattered, stomped on by a pair of size 7 stilettos. I'm good time Levi, always willing to party it up, drink until I'm annihilated, and always, and I mean always, have a beautiful woman or two plastered to my sides. Man whore, player, pig, dirtbag, and the list can go on and on with all the names I've been called throughout my 20s. Ask me if I fucking care. Go ahead and ask. The answer was, and has always been, no. No, I don't care that I can do whatever the fuck I want whenever I want. I tried the whole settling down, get a job, and blah fucking blah bullshit. I could give a rat's ass what anyone had to say about me, including my friends and family. In my defense, I have a perfectly good reason to be like this. My heart was ripped out of my fucking chest by the one woman I thought would be mine for the rest of my days. She left me, heart barely beating on the hardwood floors of the house I bought her, even though I didn't have the means yet to pay for it outside of the assistance my parents gave me. She stepped on it, piercing and killing any chance I had of ever finding happiness after her with the spiky heels I bought. Most would say that moment altered my life and has led me down the path of destruction I'm so keen on. I drink, party hard, and surround myself with beautiful and willing women I never call back. I don't take the time to learn their names, and I just move the fuck on. That's why I have such lovely nicknames now. Fuck. Even my two closest friends know only a little about why I am this way. No one fucking understands me, but that's okay. I understand myself. I am Levi Crowe, a party god, a gift to women who seek out pleasure only I can give them, and I can rock both our fucking worlds. Since Giselle walked out of my life, leaving bloody footprints in her wake, I have forbidden myself from finding love anywhere else. I don't believe in that bullshit. Not anymore. Sure, I know my mom loves me, my dad too in his own strict way, and that my friends care in their own fucked up ways, but I don't need anything more than that. I work out because it makes me feel good about myself, and it's always great with the chicks who pass me lingering looks. That makes me feel like a fucking god. I have the life every guy in my demographic could ever want. Endless amounts of cash at my fingertips, hard, killer body, and all the women I could ever wish to be with. I can do as I please, when I please, absorb myself in video games, even when my friends have to power down and get back to their jobs. What more could I ask for? My life is made. Nothing could derail my party god status. I won't allow it. Axel, Jax, and hell, even Parker may have their lives figured out with their women, or so they kid themselves into believing, but that's not me. I need no woman to settle my soul and turn me into a pussy-whipped asshole like the three of them. I'm my own brand of asshole, the kind who gets to have all the fun in the world without any worry of consequence. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's a banging chick at a table playing coy whenever she looks my way. Chapter 1. Oh yeah, daddy. This chick is fucking nuts. Hot as fuck, with heavy eyeliner ribbed around her pale hazel eyes that slowly makes it look like she's been crying as sweat trickles down her face. Shouldn't I be fucking sweating? She shouldn't be fucking sweating. I've been doing all the goddamn work. Grinding my teeth, I try to let go, to pound the fuck out of her and move on. This is a first for me. I've never had an issue with getting off before. Oh, daddy. Each word out of this chick's mouth since I slipped my dick out of it has slowly deflated me like a parade balloon with a slow leak. Yeah, that's a first too. This can't be fucking real. I went about this like every single other time I've approached a woman about a no strings attached naked fun time, only to be turned down by likely the hottest piece of ass I have ever seen in the bar. Damn you, Jax, and whatever you said to her, and landed me with one who was giving me an ego boost. Not much of a boost now. She looked sane when I found her after the rare turn down. I mean, she was willing to go to a hotel room with a complete stranger, leaving behind her friends just to have a good romp in the sack with me. But hey, I'm never one to judge. I'm a good looking fucker after all. But I'm judging now. So totally judging the fuck out of this situation I've gotten myself into. Yeah, daddy, right there. Oh, there. You're not falling for this either, are you? I'm good at fucking. So to have someone fake it under me just kills the mood. Missionary is the ideal position for a quick finish. It's easy enough to go to Pound Town and then be done, but this is ridiculous. Never once since I pumped my first cherry have I done it all missionary. It's kind of boring, but this chick calling me her daddy is taking the mundane away from this and going straight from good times to get me the fuck out of here. Fuck if I finish. I've had a few crazies over the years, but they were always the kind of bordering on sanity. The fun kind bordering on sanity. This chick has nonstop talked about herself, how great she is, how guys are always after her, and how privileged I am to be with her for the night. I couldn't have cared less what was coming out of her mouth because the bright red lips were screaming for me to stick my dick between them, and her thin body with the giant tits was joining in the chorus of please, Levi, fuck me. I know I should have seen the signs and just swiped in the opposite direction, but here I am, balls deep into this crazy with a steadily softening dick, and I'm mildly freaking out. Damn me and my sensitive ego. Pushing out a breath, I brace myself as she screams out her orgasm. If it wasn't for the constriction, I honestly wouldn't know if it were real or not. I'm too damn soft to be paying attention beyond that. My soft dick is inside a woman, and I'm losing my shit. What the fuck is wrong with me? Okay, wait a minute and back the fuck up, Levi. This isn't on you. This is totally on the chick. Hey, don't give me that look and hear me out. I've always been willing to make sure a woman has as good a time as I do. Okay, maybe not as good, but still, she gets off, I get off, and we go our separate ways. This isn't my fault if she breathes too much into it and then calls me whatever name she can think of as I zip up my pants, thank her for a good ride, and then leave. But this one here, I don't think I can even grind out a thank you. Can't grind out a good erection and come enough to fill my condom. I can handle a lot of things. Want to role play? I'm down to be your naughty schoolboy or maybe your alien lover. Into some kink? I'm good as long as it doesn't require me to strap my balls to a car battery. Been there, done that, and even got a t-shirt, but I'll never go down that red lit road again. But you break out the whole daddy talk? Yeah, not fucking happening anymore. I'm not your daddy, and I've damn well made certain I'm no one's daddy. And strangely, the majority of the time when a chick moans out that 5-letter word or calls me before we even get to the naked good time for the evening, I picture my dad. The older carbon copy of me who lacks the charming grin that I possess with a deep-set scowl and crossed arms. So yeah, the overall look of extreme disappointment in my head. Oh my God, that was amazing. My pussy had you so tight, didn't she? A long acrylic royal purple nail trails over my chest. Shit. I thought with all her noises that she would need a longer recovery period. You liked it, didn't you? She bites, literally bites my goddamn ear. I've done some weird shit to get off, so the whole daddy thing shouldn't be that bad, should it? I've gotten off before with a chick calling me that, but I draw the line at biting my body parts off. Something isn't right. My amazing abilities leaving you speechless? She giggles like she's so goddamn talented. You couldn't even squeeze my dick if you sneezed, you crazy girl. The pocket pussy Axel gave me as a travel companion is more satisfying. I need to get going, doing everything in my power not to reach up and grab my now throbbing ear. I stand while pulling up my pants. I'll see you around. Not a question, but I'm too focused inwardly on my self-doubt to notice. I've never had this issue before. Could I finally be receiving punishment for all of my indiscretions? Is the drinking finally fucking with my virility? Nope, it's the banging chick who rejected me who fucked this all up. Yeah, whatever, see ya. The hotel door is open before I can even finish pulling my shirt over my head and my hat on. The room is paid through the morning. There's no room service or bar. That's my MO. Never, ever get a room with that shit because chicks will charge the shit out of it in spite of me and my leaving. Head ducked, I do the walk of shame at a level I've never felt before. That's my shortest stay in any hotel room. I can't even be proud of the fact because usually I stay through the night if the chick is good enough for a few rounds and I'm enjoying her company. Not this time. I can't be the broken one. Nah, it was the crazy and her fucking daddy moans. Oh, and the number who got away. She deserves the blame. Chapter 2. How do you break the news to someone who you might have contracted an STD from, let alone a crazy person? Yeah, I'm stumped too because I'm certain she'd turn it around and tell me it's all on me and her beaver is as clean as a whistle. I don't particularly want to reach out to Crazy Daddy Girl after a week, but I should do the common courtesy. I have no way of getting a hold of her anyway. The moment I walked out of that hotel room, I prayed I would never see her again. So far, I've been extremely fortunate. At least in that aspect, I've been. I can't say the same about my junk. If I had to wager a guess, even though I wrapped my dick, I have chlamydia. For my own WebMD search, I just need an antibiotic and I'll be as good as gold in a few days. Not that I've done much hunting for my next partner. Something about Daddy Girl has left a horrible taste in my mouth and an uneasy feeling I can't seem to shake. Going out and buying drinks for women hasn't helped. Each time I get close to one, all I can think about is how this one might be the next Daddy Girl, or even worse, the next rejection. Good thing my dick hasn't wanted to come out to play because now, with this shit that has me waiting in a clinic, there's no way I would run the risk of passing it on. It isn't a friendship hug. I'm an asshole and use women as an escape, but I never willingly give anything that might be happening between my legs to another person. In fact, just the thought of someone being that careless kind of pisses me the fuck off. How dare Daddy Girl not inform me? I would have found someone else for the night rather than go down the road I'm currently drag racing down. Fucking bitch. If I ever see her again, I plan to lay into her. As much as I've been hurt in the past and have turned away from any woman outside my mom who shows me every chance she can that she loves me, I've never yelled at a woman or done anything to bring harm to one, aside from leaving them behind when their minds are telling them that they could be the one to change me. But that all changes if I see her again. Shit, I don't even know her name and have absolutely no way of tracking her down other than going to the bar I met her at and asking around. And then you'd have her getting word back of your search, and she would put more thought into all of it. Shit, I'm better off just forgetting about her and moving on with my life unless I see her around. Leaning forward and bracing my elbows on my legs to stop them from bouncing, I'm acting like a delightfully guilty whore in church with the last of John's cum running out of her. Okay, maybe that's a little too graphic, but you get where my mind is wandering while I wait, surrounded by coughing children and others in varying states of medical need. I feel like a giant compared to most of these people. I could have easily scheduled something with the family doctor, been in and out with no wait, and on my merry way, but Dr. Flint's is buddies with my dad, and no doctor patient confidentiality would stop him from informing my dad what I came in for. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Levi Crowe? I've had my name called out many times before, especially in school when I was being summoned to the principal's office. But this right here has me ducking my head as I stand and walking toward the nurse. My hat is my shield from judgmental eyes. Thank fuck it's a male nurse waiting. The moment the room's door closes, sealing us away from the people still waiting, he begins his questioning. What brings you in today, Mr. Crowe? Levi, please. Finally, I remove my hat and run a hand through my hair. I was with a chick last week, and I think she gave me something. Cringing, I follow his movements as he stops writing and looks up at me. Okay, we'll need to do some blood work and take your vitals. Clinically, he does just that, and then I'm waiting even longer for the doctor to come in. When the doctor comes in, looking down at the chart, I know why. Well, Mr. Crowe, you have chlamydia. The file slaps shut, jolting me more than the news I expected. Nothing we can't cure with antibiotics. He pulls a seat up in front of me, but I need to caution you about the importance of wearing protection, not just for yourself, but for your sexual partner or partners as well. I'm the size of an ant's penis. I know that, sir. I would sound childish if I pointed my fingers at the woman since I don't even know her name, so I nod along and agree with everything he says until he has a prescription for me and I'm sent out to pay the bill. I feel like a little kid all over again, and this time I didn't do anything wrong. Once I get my card back from the lady behind the counter, I feel a little better that I got that out of the way and in the clear that I didn't have to worry about anyone finding out as I walk out to my truck. I picked a clinic off the beaten path. No one I know would come across it. With a spring in my step, I begin to cross the road so I can drive to the pharmacy and get my antibiotics. I don't bother to look both ways and don't stop until someone lays on the horn. Watch where you're walking, asshole. I know that voice. I'm so fucking screwed. And I'll never hear the end of this. My whereabouts cannot be disputed because there's no way I was in the hair salon at the right of the clinic or the maternity store to the left. My hat can't be my shield as I look up, plastered on a fake grin, and wave at Axel and Paige. Oh, fuck. Chapter 3. I can't just stand here and look like a dipshit waving in the middle of the fucking street. Can't have that. Ducking my head once more, I make a mad dash to my truck in the hopes that Axel isn't reaching for his phone to call and give me shit. But most of all, for this entire nightmare to go the fuck away. Starting my truck, I throw my phone into the cup holder. It has been buzzing the entire time I was in the clinic, and when I look down, it isn't Axel's name flashing on the screen, but my dad's. Sorry, Pops, not in the mood for this. Silencing it, I pull onto the street and head in the direction of the pharmacy. I'm going to get this prescription filled, then I'm going to get some hard liquor and call it a day. I'm exhausted. I'm barely a block away when my phone goes off again. This time, it's Axel. Not wanting him to track me down later, I press the Bluetooth. Are we finally going to talk about Jax's issue? I'd much rather get him off track than explain why I was caught walking out of a clinic so far off the beaten path. Oh, what? Bingo. I caught him off guard. His so-called waist wallet. We all know it's a fucking fanny pack, so why aren't we addressing this and saving him from the embarrassment? What the fuck are you talking about? Axel growls. Oh, feisty today, aren't we? I tease, Paige holding out on you. Fuck off, Levi. And as for Jax's so-called problem, Len finally convinced him to carry something instead of trying to dig his wallet out of his pockets all the time. And she picked a fanny pack? I shake my head in disappointment. Should have gone with the Merce or a mini backpack purse teenage girls carry around. He groans in frustration. That's not why I'm calling. And what could possibly be more important than Jax's fanny pack debacle? What did you get into that led you to a clinic? He doesn't miss a goddamn beat on that one. I don't say anything for a moment. I'm warring with myself on how to tell him or not to tell him a goddamn thing. I've been the source of many laughs and good stories for my friends over the years, but this one rubs me the wrong way. I don't think I want to hear him berate me for not wrapping my junk, even though I always do, or listen to the laughter as he recounts my dilemma to Paige. Well, did someone finally knock you up? Do Jax and I need to kick the baby daddy's ass?